But we're here at the Welsh Assembly with Assembly Member Darren Millar from Clwyd West. Thanks for having us here today, Darren. It's been a privilege to meet so many incredible people involved in social transformation across the whole of Wales. And we're stood here in a quite significant space, aren't we?
That's right. I mean, we're right next to a facsimile copy of the first ever Welsh translation of the Bible by William Morgan. So yeah, this is a special room. It's a bit of a hallowed space, actually. And we need Christians involved in politics. And it's this book, the Bible, that inspires people to go into politics. And it gives us a command, that very first command in the Bible, to be fruitful and govern the earth.
Absolutely.
And if we don't govern it, as Christians, other people will step up to the plate.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about how that journey happened for you.
Yeah, I mean, I developed an interest in politics as a teenager. I remember seeing the events of Margaret Thatcher's downfall unfolding on the television, and it developed a bit of an interest. She was the only Prime Minister I could ever remember. So when John Major, who took over, called an election, I decided I wanted to get involved. Now, my family's background was very sort of labourish, trade union movement. I was brought up in Manchester, in an inner city area. But I decided on reading the election manifestos that actually I quite like the Conservative one. So I got in touch, volunteered, and as a result I was roped into campaigning for them. But I gave up politics a few years after that because I became a Christian. And to me, God was the most important, not Maggie Thatcher, not the Tory party, and he was the one with all the solutions for our country's ills. So I put politics aside, but an opportunity came. I was contacted again by the Conservative Party a few years later, and they said, "Will you stand for election?" And that was the start of my political career.
Fantastic. And in terms of the challenge of joining a party like that, I know a lot of people who connect with us as Christians in politics. That's a really tough step for them to make, to join a party, especially if they don't agree with everything that the party stands for.
Yeah.
How have you experienced that, and what do you think of that problem?
Look, it's impossible for anybody to agree with everything that their political party espouses and stands for. And I would be the first one to say, well, I don't agree with everything that the Conservative Party does. And I think there's a big myth that needs to be dispelled here. Actually, there are diverse opinions within parties. Actually, there's never ever been a time where I've been a politician, where I've had to vote against my Christian conscience. I've never ever been forced to vote against my conscience, full stop. And I think that trying to dispel that myth is a really important thing, because it does prevent a lot of people from getting involved in politics, and it prevents a lot of talented potential politicians from getting elected into places of power. Now, God wants people in these places. I think the easiest route into politics is through a political party, and these political parties need Jesus as much as anybody else.
Absolutely. Darren, thanks so much for talking to us. If you want to get involved, follow the link underneath, www.christiansinpolitics.org.uk. Get resources, use them in your local church, use them in your local community. We're here to help. Thank you.